What are some of the typical planning tools and processes that you see within these organizations who may not be as much up in the maturity scale, right? Are they just in Excel, or they're using some, uh, point solutions? What is their story?
So grocers are like they're no different than any other retail channel, to be honest with you, whether that's e-commerce, wholesale. There's by and large, retailers tend to lag in the industry in terms of technology. And so, and there's a good reason for that, not least of which is, their margins are a little tighter, but it's a pretty simple model, right? We buy low, we sell high. So we don't really need to overcomplicate it. And that's been the kind of the theme with retail for a very, very long time. But now what we're finding is that retailers are discovering that we can't just go out into the market and buy a point solution and drop this on premise and then have it just turn it on automatically. We have to have an IT team. We got to have programmers. We got to have all these different people. And that's why they don't want to make investments like that. They want to keep it simple. And so whether it's a small retailer or a large retailer or a small grocer or just a local farmer's market, they're all facing kind of the same thing. And I guess the way I would summarize the message here with, what are some of these grocers trying to do in terms of, in terms of a technology solve, is I think they have to look at what I would call the four big trends for grocery. There's four really, really big trends. The first one is grocers are faced with this challenge now that customers are demanding it to be multi-channel. And I can go into, whether that's, I'm going to deliver you the goods. You can buy it online and pick it up in the store. We like to call that BOPUS, BOPUS, which is buy online, pick up in store. Or it's in store. Like that would be like a third way. And I'm sure there's hybrids of each of those. So multi-channel is kind of that first trend. Second trend that I've kind of been seeing is the experience that they have with those three multi-channel experience. It needs to be seamless. There can be no real distinction between whether I decide this week I want to buy it online or whether I want to go in the store and buy it. The grocer should just know this is the customer and this is what they like. These are their preferences. This is how we make it easy for them. A good example there would be like, if you just take like a CRM system, look at what CVS is doing. I mean, they sell some groceries, but it's really along those lines. Most grocers have kind of picked up on this too, is that they know who you are. You've got your loyalty card. They know how you buy it online, you buy it in the store, you picked it up in the store. So that's kind of the second trend that I've seen. The third one is what I would describe as like digital marketing. They all need to come together, whether you're doing coupons, different ads, you've got a YouTube channel, you're doing something on TikTok, all these different channels and the way that they're trying to reach their customers, they all need to be seamless and pulled together, consolidated so that they're working together and not in isolation. And so there's a component of data science that's involved with that, but that's kind of the third trend. And then the last one, which is more of an economic trend for grocers, is just I'd just lump it all under employee retention, because it's really hard to. We're kind of facing a kind of a labor shortage right now, and it's very difficult. But there's some very interesting technology trends that can actually help alleviate some of those problems. So this is kind of the four trends. So when you think about all of the grocers, the different types and what they're looking at from a technology standpoint, they have to face these four trends. And then what solution is actually going to help you with those four trends? Is it going to just be a spreadsheet like you asked? Or is it going to be a bunch of spreadsheets? Is it going to be a mixture of spreadsheets and point solutions on premise, some in the cloud? who can do it all, right? So that's kind of what's going on there.